And hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So let me just get a new select statement here. So today we'll be talking about aliases. So aliases are basically a way to name these columns. For example, let's say we want to select the city from customers. Now, of course, it will be returned as city, but that's not the case for all types of SQL interpreters. Basically, sometimes you'll say city and will return a random number or something there. But let's actually get something that will make it easier to understand. So let's say count, for example, and then we will count all of the rows in customers. So we have 91 rows. But as you can see, it gives us this weird name right here. We can use aliases to rename these. So we can say as, and let's say something such as amount of customers. Notice that I'm not putting any spaces here. Do that, and as you can see, it says amount of customers. If you want to put spaces in this name, you should put it inside square brackets. And then you can put spaces here and format it to whatever you need it to be. Say run, and as you can see, amount of customers. And that's kind of all that aliases are. It's just a way to rename these tables. Of course, you can have more than one. So if you don't want just count, you can maybe count, or I don't know. You can have multiple things here, such as city and customer name and whatnot, and you can give them their own aliases. Basically rename them, and it just makes it easier to read what's actually going on here. That's kind of the only time you'd actually use that, if you can't quite understand because this isn't the same as or it isn't what it should be or whatnot. But while we're on the subject of aliases, we can actually learn a little bit more about string manipulation, because that's kind of also where aliases fall in place. Now, before we actually get to there, I kind of want to show you another example. So let's say we select everything from customers again. Then let's say we want to select the customer name and contact name from this. And we run that. As you can see, it's customer name, contact name. But let's say you want to give him a different name. So you can say as, and let's say customer, and here you want to say as contact, and boom. And we'll say customer contact, and it might be easier for you to understand that way. But yeah, now let's get onto string manipulation. So one thing you can do is you can also change the way things print out with aliases. So let's say you want to get the customer name. So customer name, or let's go customer name, contact name. So maybe let's select everything here, because then we can copy and paste. So you want the customer name, paste that there, and you want let's say their address, so you can paste that there as well. And then here you can add a plus sign, and this will kind of like add different things to it. So you can add a comma there, for example. And yeah, that's kind of the basics. And then we can like add maybe one more other thing, maybe like their city. So here we go, city, and then we can add another plus sign. And maybe here we can add another space, and then add a country. So then instead of a comma, we add a space, and then we add a country. And then here we can say as address. Run that, and as you can see, here there's a comma. Now if I were to just add a space there to make the formatting better, so as you can see, there's a comma that it uses to, and also I didn't mean to add this comma right here. I meant to add a plus. Do that, and boom. So now it says where their address is, where they are, and in what country. So Germany, Berlin, and Ober Street 57. So that's kind of what this does. You can also see, so you don't need to use a comma specifically. If you want to format it in a specific way, you can, and then you can use this as to make it more understandable, because you might make a new word entirely. Yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. Just some basic string manipulation alongside with aliases. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all again in the next